City Gates Plaza é o lugar onde a gente quer estar.
Looking back at the history of this majestic landmark became part of Florida's waterfront, I am in awe about what went into making this happen and some of the details that made it magical. The structure is quite impressive. It stands 60 feet tall and 30 feet wide, and it's made of concrete and volcanic rock called basalt. Did you know that tons of basalt were gifted by the city of Ponta Delgada to create these gates in Fall River? Not only did they donate the material and the massive amount of stone, they also transported it by ship and even by plane. For a government to bestow a gift of this magnitude to another was extraordinary. You might ask, how did Fall River become the recipient of such a gift? As the chairman of the committee that oversaw the building of these gates, and being the chairman of the committee that initiated, I would like to share some background on how all this all came about. It actually started in 1978 when a gentleman, an immigrant from San Miguel de Azores, was a resident in Fall River, and he was involved as a host in a popular, very popular radio program. He suggested to Mayor Carlton Viveras that why not try to have the city of Ponta Delgada become a sister city of the city of Fall River. And what happened there was very simple. Mayor Viveras accepted the idea. Contacts were made with the city of Ponta Delgada. The mayor of Ponta Delgada, Dr. Carlos Arruda, also agreed. So all the documentation and all the things that had to be done to sign the protocol officializing that Fall River and Ponta Delgada were sister cities. Ponta Delgada is the capital of the island of San Miguel in the Azores. The protocol was successfully approved by both Mayor Viveras and Dr. Bencourt. From there, the generosity exchange across opposite sides of the Atlantic Ocean was remarkable. The sisterhood was created at the height of immigration arriving from San Miguel. The interactions between the two cities continued to blossom. Shortly after Ponta Delgada, Mayor Dr. Manuel Arruda showed support in reviving our relationship by naming a street in downtown Ponta Delgada called Fall River Street, in other words, Rua de Fall River. Fall River reciprocated by naming part of Water Street, back of us here, Ponta Delgada Boulevard. Mayor Arruda then designated two people as liaisons representing the city of Ponta Delgada and asked Mayor Lambert to do the same for Fall River. I had the great fortune and honor of being selected along with the late Fall River City Council, Alfredo Alves. As time went by, during one of his several visits to San Miguel, Mayor Lambert observed and admired the gates of the city located in downtown Ponta Delgada. He mentioned to City Council Alves that he would love to have something like that, some gates like that in the city of Fall River. It prompted Mayor Lambert to designate a site, that's the site we have right now where we are doing this, along the Fall River waterfront, and increase the number of people in the committee. He had an architect that could draw the blueprint, and he contacted a company in California to inquire if the gates could be created with synthetic materials. The quote for the project was prohibitive, given the fiscal challenge Fall River was facing at the time. So it was put aside. However, the dream never died. We were still very excited about that possibility. I later suggested to Mayor Lambert that we meet with the subsequent mayor of Ponta Delgada, Dr. Cabral, that she was going to be in Fall River as a guest of honor of the Feast of the Holy Ghost and Fall River, the goal was to see if she could assist in resuscitating the project. Lambert House and myself extended an invitation to have breakfast with her at the restaurant on South Main Street. Mayor Lambert planned to speak about the sister cities. House provided the breakfast at his restaurant, and my task was to broach the subject of the Gates project and ask for possible financial support. After the presentation, Mayor Cabral surprised us by exclaiming, "Why not have a true replica of the gates of Ponta Delgada?" Well, we were delighted by the positivity and enthusiasm that she demonstrated. She asked for time to research and gather information and said she would produce feedback to us in 30 days. Well, before the 30 days were up, she secured a commitment from a company in San Miguel that would provide us with all the vital material, in this case, the basalt stones. We were excited with the response. All the sponsors and people involved were critical to this success, especially one individual, Liberal Civil. His expertise and background in construction was critical value in terms of making sure that all the structure, the implementation of standards and integrity of blueprints. He was involved in the scope of work. He was involved in the fundraising. He was involved in the scope of work. I was involved in fundraising and kind contributions for the project, lamping posts, benches, as well as leading the committee. The project took about 4 years to complete. Mayor Cabral came to Fall River several times to witness the ongoing development, and in 2006 it was finished. A ceremony was scheduled to unveil the gates that took place on a Sunday afternoon on July 22nd of 2006, with the presence of city, state, and international officials. The event was memorable. Fall River's two brass bands, Our Lady of Light and St. Anthony's, they both played the national anthems of Portugal and the United States. It was followed by a 17 cannon salute for our neighbor, Big Mamie. You could hear the guns fire miles away. The Ponta Delgada Orchestra also accompanied Mayor Cabral from the Azores, and she also brought with her 24 leaders of the 24 villages that comprise the district of Ponta Delgada. Thousands of people came in. It was a great ceremony, a great celebration. The evening concluded with a tremendous display of laser show and also fireworks. Unbelievable. A year after, on June 22nd, 2007, the President of Portugal, Aníbal Cavaco Silva, visited the gates and unveiled a plaque elusive to his visit. So this site has become, sorry for using this term, but a shrine of the Portuguese community in this area. Thousands of people visit this site every year. We have tremendous celebrations that take place here. All of this, I have to say, thank you, Fall River, for making sure that this was a project that was accomplished with a lot of effort, a lot of love, and a lot of success. Thank you all.
City Gates Plaza,